Welcome to our last Kram of the semester, Rams. This is Matthew Anderson.
And I'm Nathan Reynolds. Thanks for tuning in.
We start this week off by addressing the tragedy that happened here but has played across the national stage.
The shooting at Club Q on the evening of November 19th rocked the nation, but its effects are felt even more powerfully when it happens in our own community.
Kram went in depth with students, staff, and community partners as Colorado Springs continues to process this tragedy.
On November 19th, a mass shooting occurred at Club Q, an LGBTQ nightclub in Colorado Springs. Kram talked to several members of Rampart for their thoughts on what happened.
I still can't believe it actually happened. It's just terrifying to know that things like that still happen.
I think it was a really huge tragedy for our community, and it was really sad what happened.
It kind of just put down the whole community, not just the LGBTQ community, but the Colorado community, because I know for me personally, I don't feel safe anymore. And I know friends of mine don't feel safe anymore.
Very much emotional. Found out that Sunday morning and lost two close friends from it.
I'm pretty sure a lot of people are definitely enraged. It hurt a lot of the members, and now everyone is on edge because of it, knowing that there's definitely people out there who's gutsy enough to do stuff like this.
We asked what the Rampart community could do to help.
I think Rampart has a really great support system, especially with Ram Pride and the counselors. All the teachers I know are pretty accepting, but I think just as a general statement, I think Rampart can just continue doing what it's doing, giving people their support systems, sources of strength, things like that, and just really trying to include people for who they are.
I think we can help support victims and whatnot by donating and going to events and just like supporting your friends that may be in the LGBTQ plus community.
We also asked how this would affect the future.
This will affect our future probably in a negative way. This could happen more and more around the world, all because people don't like how people act and are.
I hope it brings awareness and people will go out and get help more. I don't think people should go and hide, but I do think that we should be more open and hear what people are saying.
Hopefully there will be more protection laws and more restrictive gun laws and stuff like that.
Rampart's GSA is a great resource for people who may need to talk about what happened, or just to find friends who are also part of the LGBTQ community. They meet in room 219 on Fridays. This has been Logan Bear for Kram, signing off.
We want to remind all our student body that if you need to talk about Club Q with someone, our counseling office is ready to help.
In sports news, the winter sports season is here.
The hockey team lost a significant number of seniors last year, but there is a younger generation filling the gap.
KRM focused on the varsity and JV goalies, Duke Pingree and Judd Gilmore, to see how the season is starting off.
The Rampart High School hockey team is back. Kram decided to take a look at a few of their members. More specifically, we took a look at Judd Gilmore and Duke Pingree as the RHS goalies.
We lost a lot of seniors last year, so we've been trying to figure out how people are going to fit into old seniors' positions. We have a new freshman goalie. His name's Judd Gilmore. He just joined the team this year. It really helps with JV and varsity because Judd plays JV, and then we have Duke Pingree who plays varsity. So that way Duke's not tired for varsity games, and we have a player for JV games.
I think it's great. It really shows us that we need to work a lot more. He brings a lot of energy into the building, especially at practices, especially having two goalies is nice now.
It's been good so far. They've been very welcoming and loving.
A lot of pressure's on you that you can't mess up. You have to bring a certain type of attitude, and you have to play a certain way. You have to have a different mindset than everyone else. That's why I like being a goalie. You're the last defense, and so it's really up to you if you save the shot or not. It's just really fun being on ice and being able to move very smooth, and the contact in it's awesome. And we got eliminated first round playoffs last year. This year it's gonna go all right. We usually have practices during the week, like school weeks,
And then we have like dry lands up at one of the tennis courts on every Saturday.
We're figuring it out and we're coming together as a team so that we can win some games.
Pretty much. We love Judd.
I wish you guys luck, not just to Judd and Duke, but to everyone on the RHS hockey team. This has been Matthew Anderson, signing off for Kram.
The next home game is against Stanley Lake, Monday evening at 8 p.m. at the Air Force Academy rink.
We've talked about how much our student council has done for us this year, but they're not the only group providing Rampart leadership.
The Emerging Leaders class does more than most people realize. Our KRM reporting team checked in with them to find out more.
Rampart High School offers a wide variety of opportunities for students, including some of our underclassmen like freshmen. Emerging Leaders is a program here at the school that helps students build leadership skills and friendship.
Emerging Leaders is a group of freshman students who are trying to enhance their leadership skills. It's sort of like an intro to student council in a way, and you do little projects around the school.
Emerging Leaders is a group of 9th graders. It's basically the 9th grade version of student council. And so during the year you get to choose a project that you get to do. You can do it individual or with a group of people, and then you get to put it on for the school. And so my group, we're making a whole unity wall showing where people from Rampart are from, and it's just a good way to get connected.
Emerging Leaders is a class for 9th graders to be able to engage in a leadership role at Rampart. There are so many different things and ways that students can lead, and Emerging Leaders is a class for 9th graders to collectively get together and find some opportunities to do some good things for Rampart.
I joined Emerging Leaders because I thought it was a good opportunity to help enhance my leadership skills.
I joined Emerging Leaders because I think going into high school, it's a good way to get connected and be able to have opportunities to sell concessions at football games or be able to do activities and feel like you're a part of the school.
Some students shared with us why they decided to apply for Emerging Leaders and strengthen their leadership skills.
I hope from Emerging Leaders it'll be able to set me up to do student council, and also that it'll help me to be more confident around this school and feel like, you really have a place and you're able to contribute to your community.
My favorite part about Emerging Leaders is the different projects students come up with. They really make the class an authentic project-driven and student-driven class. That they're the ones that determine the projects they want to do and the ways that they want to help serve the community. My role then is to help them learn how they can then implement the ideas and make them more of a reality for the community.
If you're interested in strengthening your leadership skills, building relationships, and helping out around the school, please don't be shy and talk to Ms. Schneider. This has been Maddie Spooner reporting for KRAM.
Thanks to our Emerging Leaders for strengthening our community.
In our continuing student profile series, KRAM decided to take a look at Rampart students that love their cars.
Tyler Ohl has the whole story.
Modifying cars is a hobby that many people around the world are involved in, creating some incredibly tight-knit groups. There are some students here at Rampart who have a passion for cars, and their own cars specifically. KRAM decided to dive into their passion.
Oh, I drive a 2005 Subaru Impreza WRX.
I drive a 1997 Honda Prelude SH and a 1986 Porsche 944.
So I drive a 2015 Audi S4.
I drive the 2006 Mitsubishi Eclipse.
So I got it last year in February of 2021. I got it up from a guy we found it on Facebook Marketplace in Fort Collins.
The Prelude I got about 3 weeks ago off of Facebook Marketplace, just picking it up from someone.
The way I got it was I actually sold my dad's 4Runner that he gave to me, and I sold that for $6,000, and I went on Facebook Marketplace, kind of just looked around for some unique looking cars. I saw the Eclipse and I thought, that looks pretty cool, so I picked it up.
I got it early May. I'd been plotting on the car for like a year. I saved up for half of it, and then my mom was generous enough to pay for the other half of it.
I have done a couple of mods to it. I've included a Spectre cold air intake. I have petrol wheels on it. The car originally didn't come with a wing, so I put an OEM wing I found on eBay.
I have a whole top block rebuilt, there's some STI parts in it. A resonator delete with a custom tip welded on. The wheels are aftermarket, and I have a slightly bigger turbo.
I've done aftermarket exhaust, a cold air intake, And plans for the future is dry shot nitrous and hopefully a turbo.
Yeah, so it's stage 1 right now, and then it has just like a cold air intake on it. Yeah, that's it.
For the 944, I haven't done anything yet, but I'm planning on tearing the engine out of it and putting in a Corvette LT1 engine.
I'm going to do a Evo Lancer swap. Basically, that's just like putting the motor from a Mitsubishi Lancer into the Eclipse so then I can turbo it.
So I plan on doing both pulleys. It'll be a dual pulley car, hopefully running like low 10s in the quarter mile.
Kram wanted to see what these students like and dislike about their cars.
What I like about my car is that it gets a lot of attention. It's mixed responses. People either hate it or like it.
It's such a fun car, especially for like, you know, my first car that's a stick and actually somewhat quick.
It's fast and it pulls really hard.
What I dislike is the reliability. This engine is so bad on reliability.
Because it's such a kind of like rare platform, there's not a lot of like mods to put onto it. So I can't really do many performance mods, and that's just my really only critic.
It lacks a little bit of personality. Like there's no like fun side to it, I guess. Like it doesn't, the back end never slips out, nothing like that. It's just like straight line fast.
To close out, Kram wanted to know some tips about students wanting to buy a car for themselves.
Don't be hasty with it, wait and try to find what you're looking for. Something will pop up eventually.
Definitely like wait on it and find the right one. Don't go and like, you want a car, buy a high mileage car because it's just gonna be terrible for you. And then save up for maintenance stuff first. Like get all your maintenance done before you start modding stuff.
Thank you for sharing your passion. This has been Tyler Ohl reporting for Kram.
Thanks to Tyler and all of our car enthusiasts here at Rampart.
Our final piece of the day is a bit of a holiday-related student humor.
Many of our seniors struggle with senioritis as we get farther into the year.
But what if Santa had the same struggle? Take a look as we investigate Santa's senioritis problem.
Senioritis is a very serious disease, spreading through the halls of Rampart, retirement homes, and it is said to reach Santa Claus. Yes, Santa Claus.
I want a break. It's an honor to meet you, sir. Hello. Have you been good this year? I've been pretty good. That's still good. Another hoodie. Another for CU Buffalo. What's wrong with the hoodie? Is it the line? Oh, what? Of course, can't ever.
Senioritis causes ungratefulness, dreadfulness, and a whole bunch of other symptoms.
We'll see if Christmas comes. I do it every year. They could spare a year, right? Just one. What would you like for Christmas? Seem like a pretty good kid.
Probably a truck.
More poverty.
said what?
And here I have come with the power of magical wishes. What would you like for Christmas? A week off. Nothing. Merry Christmas to
Don't let the senioritis get to you, Rams.
That's all we have for this week. This has been Nathan Reynolds.
And I'm Matthew Anderson. Have a great holiday break, and we'll see you in January.
Oh, it's my line. Okay, in our continuing student profile series, Kram to senioritis.
Pretty much, but it's like awful.
Okay.
I got a junior year.
That's all we have for this. I can't. I don't know. I don't even remember what I said. What did I say? Did I?
Santa's senioritis problem. I don't remember the rest.
Next home game is it? Run that back, Turbo. I think I started.
Careful as I write her name on the corner of the page, make it look like it was her all along. And I put the paper in my bag as I'm walking back to class, and the notes I wrote that took me so long. She doesn't notice me, she just smiles and says thank you for the trigonometry, 'cause that's all it meant to her. But I spent 22 days and 21 nights crossing every T, just making it right, only to discover it's not worth doing Annabelle's homework. Doesn't matter how many papers I write, end of the equation won't be you and I. And now I'm just another who got hurt doing Annabelle's homework. Oh, 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 doing Annabelle's homework. Careful as I walk away so she can't see it on my face, how I look, and now I'm feeling so bad. I'm disappointed in myself, 'cause I know love's not for sale. Oh, my mother raised me better than that. She doesn't notice me, she just smiles and says thank you for the geography, 'cause that's all it meant to her. But I spent 22 days and 21 nights crossing every T, just making it right, only to discover it's not worth doing Annabelle's homework. Doesn't matter how many papers I write, end of the equation won't be you and I. And now I'm just another who got hurt doing Annabelle's homework.